Hello, this is a pretty wild game played on Foxxy that ended up in a blunder because Black was pretty dead in the middle with this big dragon, but he managed to capture a bunch of stones because White just simply didn't pay attention to an Atari towards the end, actually a Dametsumari or a shortage of liberties. Yeah, here is a problem. When Black goes Atari J5, if White connects everything, it's in Atari. So White should actually remove the 3 stones, and then when Atari from behind, simply connect, and now the group in the middle stays dead, so are the stones on the right side, and White is actually winning big. That's why the Chinese players in general, they don't resign. They keep hoping for a mistake like that to happen, and sometimes it does due to a lack of concentration. So let's check from the start. There were a few interesting critical moments in this game, pretty much in each corner. So we have a facing Komoku opening for White, Black attack side, that's normal. I think here Black was hoping for this kind of symmetrical opening where White attaches and pulls back to keep a corner, then Black can attack again high on the lower left, then connect one of the Josekis and the same on the other side, and simply extend in the middle to finish up the position with both the Joseki on the left and right in one move. But this is actually not bad for White, because White got 15 points in each corner, and now White is centered to split the top side or invade one of the corners or attack from one side or the other. So it's absolutely fine. And later on the bottom side, White can enter H2, M2, and then try to mess up the position. But White wants to play more aggressive, so here we go with the 2-space high pincer. This used to be very popular before the AI era, so up to 2016. Nowadays we don't see that pincer much. It's pretty much all the time attached under the 4th line stone to grab the corner. Sometimes simply Keima, like the old Joseki, where White develops towards the right side, but also the corner is pretty much shared. So when White plays this pincer M4, Black usually used to go Ogema, so that was the old school Joseki, and this is a pretty basic pattern where Black gets the corner, White develops on the right side, and now Black is centered to attack another corner. Now playing this attach, it's a bit questionable, but it's an option too. This is what the AI AlphaGo played against Lee Sedol, and they had this kind of follow-up where Black jumps. Black was supposed to play Ikentobi, then push couple of times to get a strong wall and then counter pincer. This is the main idea for Black here. But Black went Keima, and this leaves a cutting point at p5. Well, White doesn't have to start with a cutting point, it's good to get ahead. Very nice to play this r7 first. Black will push, and Black should actually push again. Black still needs to make the wall stronger here. White will step ahead one more time, and then some pincer, for example k3 or j4, because this is the way for Black to use the wall in the lower right. Now if this happens, White can play a Shimari, then Black can try to catch this m4 to push it into the wall, but in the meantime White grab territory on the right. This Shimari is going to take some territory on the left and then extend to the middle of the side or start attacking the corners. So the game is rather peaceful. Now when Black plays this kind of Kakari, why shouldn't go the Kosumi on autopilot? That's the usual move locally, d5 or d6, but in this case it's more interesting to play a pincer like h3, because h3 is going to help m4 set up a base, and also it puts pressure on e3, so when Black comes out, White will answer, jump again, these stones are on the run, and once White is stronger with m4, it's easier to attack the p4 stones. So h3 would be more like a reinforcement move. It helps both to attack and defend in the same time. Playing here, Black extends for a base, and now m4 it's a little bit weaker. Now when White plays the kick, this is a move that Black can ignore and continue with this extension at k3. If White Hane, Black again doesn't care, pushes on the right and tries to surround this guy. So Black went down. Actually locally Black should go up. But when this happens, yeah, White is happy to take the K3 move. That's important. And black's formation, it's a bit over concentrated. Then black comes out. Well, black can play a one space jump here to get out faster into the center. On this Kosumi, white should actually simply play O3. Fix a base on the bottom side. When black pushes here, white bumps, and this group is still a little bit on the run. And it's much easier for white to fix the bottom eye shape with a move like O3. Now with this move, white is looking for a cut, and here is where the first fight starts in the game. So black is trying to fix a base and white cuts right away. That's a good cut. This jump is good too. You gotta go out and try to save or connect all the stones. Black is trying to escape here, but that's actually troublesome for black. This move, it's a key point too, but actually here, white doesn't have to stay too attached to M4. It's more important to make shape with K4. If black pushes here, I mean peeps, and then pushes through, this kind of fight, it's quite okay for white. And if white loses one stone, it's not such a big deal, because black really invested a lot to capture it. So playing this move actually gives black the option to play Atari, then push and push along. And now even if white escapes in the center, the profit on the bottom is quite large for black. And then black can go for a trade. So give up the stones on the right side for the bottom and then approach R13 to reduce the thickness. So black went under. Now white can block O5. O5 is actually Sente. If black plays away, for example, push again, white can cut and descend to catch these stones on the bottom. I guess when white plays a move like O5, black will defend this way, so there is no more Atari and descent. But now Atari here, then block, black needs to capture, and white can protect like this. So white makes a good shape and a nice abaki on the bottom side, and damages all those points. So white flies out with a Keima. Here again, black and Atari go for a sacrifice and just reduce the right side. So black really wants the bottom side. Now white connects. This is a good move. The cut is still a threat on the bottom. Black connects. White surrounds these guys. That's fine. Hane, that's also good. Black can, actually white can try to kill everything like this. It's really difficult to make twice. Let's see. Bump, pull back, block, kill, double Atari. White will give up 2 stones, but kill the entire group inside. Anyway, this is a good key point because it's a nice stealing Tetsuji. So when black comes out, white catches the tail. If black turns, white can push everything down and kill all. So yeah, black has to turn at Q11 and give up the 5 stones. Here for white it's a better shape to bump, because when black pushes like this, black doesn't have liberties for the group, so it's just like giving up 2 more points, but the shape is much better. And for black it's still ugly, empty triangle. So like that, white wants to build a few points more, but the RG it's a bit more dangerous. So pull back. So far so good, those stones are captured. Now when white plays, when black plays the Ogema, white can enter the corner R16 or San. That's the usual way to attack this kind of corner. Of course, white can also play R14 and then come out and try to catch these stones on the right. But it's fine to play R17 and leave in the corner. That's one way. Oops, Kosumi I meant. And then black might play another move like this or just capture the stone. So already a lot of damage is done in the top right. And if white plays R16, black blocks the corner, extend, connect, and extend again in the way to attack the 3 stones. If black goes down, turn, and then Nobi, and Nobi again to keep connected, and again look for a way to attack severe the group on the right side. This kind of attach is played when the formation is 1 line lower, so it's the Shimari with the Komoku and Ogema. Now being a Hoshi and Ogema, usually this attach is not a move to consider, but attach under. If black plays from the outside, white has the option to play a counter Hane, like this, or Hane on the second line. So this is a way where white lives in the corner while black goes for outside thickness. But for black it seems over concentrated anyway. So consider the attach under the Hoshi, not above. So now black connects, white Hane, black goes down. And this Atari, white shouldn't answer. First of all, when white answers, it's a heavy formation, and of course it creates a cutting point, but black will defend, and black gets much stronger in the fight like this. So white should consider this connection, because there are lots of cutting points in the corner, so black needs to defend, and then come out in order to surround black's group on the side. So let's go back a few moves. I should also think about this kind of follow-up. So give up the stone as bait and surround the group on the outside. This is very heavy. So black got a good shape. Now white is trying to set up a little co-fight, that's good. But not too many co-threats at this stage. But actually this cut is not too bad. Now here let's see something else. Atari, connect, Atari. Instead of pullback, just Atari here. Or Atari like this, Atari from behind, and capture one stone. Now the 3 stones on the side are pretty surrounded, and here white can sacrifice in order to take center. Actually, in the end, with all that maneuver, starting with the Tsuke and so on, black got a much bigger corner, so should always consider R17, R16 just to damage it. Okay, so at least white finished center, but the problem is black can go down S11. So for white it's still important to play a move here. If white plays this move and black tries to fight, there's a wedge and a snapback. But if white plays away, black can go down to the second line. Then when white pushes block, block again, connect. So black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 3. And there is nothing to do on the outside. So white will lose the semi. But okay, that's not so big. Actually C14 is much bigger, being a Fuseki point. So go up. That's overstretch. Black should just play F17 or F16. And of course, C15 is a thank you move, because white extends ideal 3-space jump. So that's what happened. In the top, white has the option to play Tsuke and Sansan, but that will come very soon. If white doesn't play anything right now, black can double up with this diagonal move, and now it's impossible to live in the Sansan. But black reinforced the bottom. Actually, this move, it's not necessary, and black can go up. So when white pushes, black covers and the stone dies anyway. But even without, if black defends the top and white comes out, all these Ataris will not help white to escape. So this is a very slow move to play K4 and protect an area that was safe anyway. Tsuke, Sansan, very good combination. Well, black was supposed to connect, white Hane, black can push and catch one stone, but the reducing sequence is center for white. So here, that's dangerous. It's an empty triangle and white can cut. And white should cut right away. So let's see what happens. If black goes Atari here and then connects, white can cut one more time. On the Hane, just block. When black connects, that's a big problem for black, because black doesn't have the ladder. Normally, if the ladder is good, black will play Atari here, then answer all these moves. And in the end, it's so terrible, because this squeeze just created a super heavy group for black, and white scoop out all the corner. But in this case, the ladder is not even good. So that means white will come out. And then when black tries to leave, he will play the Hane, but white captures everything. So this is a collapse already. Another way, when white cuts and black plays a Hane, block, connect. In this case, white can just leave in the top and give up the stone in the center. So again, white scoop out the corner, which was supposed to be black, and now it's like 5-6 points inside for white, but at least minus 15 for black. And black catches a stone on the outside, but that's still RG. And it's hard for black to use the wall facing those stones on the left side. So on this move, white can pull back, then black protects and white covers. But that can wait. This attack is not necessary. It's a wasted co threat. So still better to pull back and then cover or play Keima, because this way the left side will increase to the center. So jump, but black being strong in the top, he can fight, he can come in the center with moves like this. White comes out, that's good. Black desperately plays a cross cut. Here white can just pull back. If black comes here, white can push one time, then Atari and come out in the center this way. Playing the Atari on the left, black could counter Atari, then extend or connect, and try to kill the top stones. So one must always pay attention in cross cuts where to extend. First can be this way. Well, Atari and connect, it's also an option because it hurts the stone on the left. Atari and Atari. Now in this position, black can sacrifice one stone and capture the other one in the middle in a net. So the Ponuki is not that powerful or effective for white, because white is not going to build territory there anyway, but black has some potential in the middle to ruin white's Moyo. So black went out, that was greedy. White connects and it hurts G14, that's good. Black connects here, and this is how black gets into trouble in the middle soon after. Now playing Kosumi here, it's actually playing from the strong side. The weak side is d5, so it's more interesting to play a cap move and then a Keima to push black into the top where it's very strong. So there is no way out for black. This will be surrounded. Very difficult to make twice inside. This is gonna die. So that's the way for white to surround cap and Keima. Now Kosumi, black comes out. Well, black is not completely out. White can attach, then cut, Atari like this, and cut again. If Atari under, capture the ko, and eventually come back and connect. If Atari from the side, go down and then connect one way or the other. So this way, white keeps the territory connected. It's also good. White comes out here, new fight. That's not bad. This is again attacking from the strong position. You should attack from the bottom because that's the direction for black to come and connect to the bottom stones. And now if black goes to the left, peep, and then jump again, and now black is already surrounded and net. These two stones are about to die too, but at least the group in the top doesn't communicate with the bottom or the left side, so it's completely isolated. Much cleaner kill. Playing the jump from the top, it's like inviting black towards the bottom where he has some friends waiting for him. But anyway, they are still far away, so the group it's about to die. This Atari is not necessary, it's just trying to save 3 stones and the whole group it's in jeopardy anyway. So far, very difficult to make eyes for that group. Actually here, white can connect this way to avoid the co-fights that started later around L6. But also earlier, white can cut, then play a Nobi like this, threatening to save the stone, and then Keima. And now there's no way for black to set up any kind of co-fight with the bottom stones. So black is simply surrounded and killed without any agi. This Keima being loose gives black some opportunities later on. Oh, here actually, white can Atari. Then when black connects, pull back, and it's only one eye. If black plays a counter Atari, white captures. When black connects here, white gets the group in the middle and it's big enough. And if black protects, now white can cut or Han again and then cover. So this position is much stronger. There's only one valid eye and several false eyes. So black connects, white kills the group. Black is trying a desperate co-fight now. Yeah, white has to play like that. If white connects here, black will cut. Then there's a problem for the other stones in the center. Oh yeah, So Atari and Atari. Okay, so connect solid, then block, now co-fight. Well, this co can be like this. Atari directly, white captures, black plays some threat, probably this one, then takes back. When white connects, black cuts 2 stones, white captures. So black has this move as a threat, take the stones, capture back. Now what can white threaten? Connect here. So black will protect. Well, if black saves the group in the middle, which is big, white cuts. And now white can kill the corner. If black resists in the corner, white has Atari, block, descent, and the group on the left side will die anyway, and now also the one in the top, because it's difficult to reach out to the other stones in the top right. So that would be nice for white to compensate the co-fight. But, okay, black plays the throw-in, white takes the co first, that's very good. Connect, it's obvious. Yeah, connect again. Wait. It's okay to capture this stone first, and when Atari, then take the ko. Actually, this way it's better to fight the ko, because white will lose less stones. Now, black got 2 stones, and then if white protects here, black can catch the large group. So, yeah, white had to kill these guys. But actually, in order to kill them, it's better to connect this way. So there are only 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties for white. When black connects, there are 4, but white plays first. Oh well, it's still not less agi. So with this move, it's artistic. But then the damage Sumari left behind. So Atari take, cut, connect. Okay, this is a success for white because black played the wrong threat. Atari connect. Now black is captured. This stone doesn't do anything. White can even ignore that kind of capture. So right now, white can play Atari here, for example. When black pushes through, white plays Nobi. When this move, block. When this one, Hane. On this one, Atari. Connect. Inside Atari take. Atari again, connect. There are 3 liberties. Atari here, go out. Yeah, there is nothing to worry about. White has lots of liberties in the top on the right. So that would be a bigger kill. But okay, with this block, it's like showing black that there's no way out. Black played here. White can block like this to threaten a double Atari. And then seal the corner. But this is actually safer. Pull back. Non-greedy. Then black remove the liberty. White captured these guys. Now here, white can Atari the 4 stones. So there are 1, 2, 3 liberties. And if black connects, anyway, there are only 2 liberties here and 2 liberties on the right. So right now, white can play away. And only when black takes away another liberty, white captures either this group or the other group. White plays Atari, black feels another liberty, that was sneaky, and white played away. So this is the moment where white can just finish up the game. One Atari or the other, and it's game over. Black is supposed to resign. So gotta stay more focused next time. Now black was really lucky to capture those stones back, and there is nothing to do. The capture was just too large. Too bad. This was a donation at the end of the game. It happens to high down level players too, so every game it's a lesson. Enjoy the review.